Chapter 26 Defending Holkar Sovereignty. After the death of almost every beloved person in her life, Ahilya Devi could not stay in Indore Palace anymore. She decided to shift to Maheshwar. She decided to develop Maheshwar as a new capital of Holkar's reign. There were two main reasons for that. Primarily, Maheshwar was safe from all sides, as on one side there was Maratha conquered land, and on the other side was Indore, which was the army base of Holkars. Another reason was the divinity of that place. Ahilya Devi always felt peaceful when she was in Maheshwar. The construction of her palace was also over. So Ahilya Devi finally left the Indore palace and shifted to Maheshwar. Everyone knew that there was no legal heir to Holkar sovereignty after Male Rao, but Ahilya Devi had the caliber to handle everything. Ahilya Devi was sitting on the balcony of her Maheshwar palace. Narmada river was flowing silently. After coming to Maheshwar, that river had become Ahilya Devi's companion. For hours she used to stare at the river. For some time, she used to forget all the pressures. She was lost in her thoughts when Renu told her about the arrival of Udabai and Harkubai. With a dismayed face, Udabai entered into her room. Worriedly, Ahilya Devi asked her about what had happened. Udabai had received information from Shivaji Gopal, a trusted servant, that Gangadhar Yashwant Chandrachud, means Gangoba Tatya from Holkar Daftar in Indore, had sent a letter to Raghoba Dada in Pune to attack Indore. Gangoba Tatya was Diwan or finance officer in Holkar Daftar, so he knew every financial and personal detail of Holkars. When Male Rao died, he decided to take advantage of that opportunity and conspired against Ahilya Devi. Gangoba Tatya, though ambitious and powerful enough to exert influence, had not dared work out his sinister designs as long as Malhar Rao was alive. But after the death of Malhar Rao, he thought his schemes would work out. So, he sent Raghoba Dada a secret message to attack as quickly as possible. Raghoba Dada wanted to be coronated as Peshwa after the demise of Nana Sahib, but instead, Madhav Rao sat on the throne. He knew Holkars were the strength of Peshwa, so if he controlled Indore, then he would be able to dethrone Madhav Rao. So he decided to support Gangoba Tatya's plan. Udabai told Ahilya Devi to stop thinking about past sorrows and protect what was left for her. Ahilya Devi decided to leave behind everything that had happened. She knew very well that just because she was a woman, Gangoba Tatya and Raghoba Dada were underestimating her. Infuriated by the treacherous nature of Gangoba Tatya, she decided to fight back and protect what Malhar Rao built from scratch. Immediately she went to Daftar. She called Shivaji Gopal and started dictating the letters. The first letter was for Peshwa Madhav Rao. After the demise of Male Rao, no order was sent from Pune regarding the appointment of the next Subedar. In the letter, she wrote about the conspiracy planned by Raghoba Dada and insisted on granting her all the rights to rule the state. She had decided that she would take care of the entire administration and Tukoji would be in charge of army operations. She trusted Tukoji and he was Malhar Rao's distant relative and did not share Malhar Rao's bloodline. The next letter was sent to Tukoji to report to Maheshwar for further planning. He was near Udaipur. The moment he received the letter, he ordered his troops to proceed to Maheshwar. After that, one by one, she sent 27 secret letters to different Maratha Sardars like Bhosle, Gaikwad, Sindhya, Pawar and Yakare to keep their army ready for her help. She reminded them about the times when Malhar Rao had helped them. She was all set to send a message to the entire world that Holkar's reign was not desolate and that Malhar Rao's daughter-in-law would stand strong to protect it from the storms.